Hey there, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a very important tip that you'll need to know if you are using a Squarespace website with a form block and Termageddon's cookie consent policy and user tool. Cookie consent user tool. Anyway, if you're using the Termageddon cookie policy and user consent tool, that's what it is. I knew I could remember it. All right. If you're using those two things, you're going to want to stay tuned because I have a really quick and important tip that you're going to want to know about when you are putting these two things into place. But if we haven't met yet, my name is Meg. I'm a Squarespace website designer, and I am here to help you elevate your business and your website without the tech overwhelm. First of all, if you're new to the channel, great. If you're not, you probably have watched some of my videos and you might know that I am a huge fan of Termageddon for getting your basic legal policies all in place. They auto-update, they make life a breeze, and shout out to them here. Their customer support is ridiculous. They are so good. They are so responsive. And I was recently running into a little issue. I couldn't figure out my forms were not showing up on my live page. They look great on Editor, but they weren't showing up live. And I was trying to figure out why. So I reached out to Termageddon, and they got back to me like that. So shout out to them. They continue to just surpass all of my expectations, both in their products and in the support. So I have the answer, and I am going to show you that over here in my demo site. And if you run into this issue, you can solve it in just a few seconds. So let's jump over to my demo site and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to start here. I've added in a form block. And when you go into format your form block, which I'm not going to go into detail on how to do that all here, but you can, edit your form fields. You can play around with your design here. A lot more flexibility now in that too to customize it. But what we're going to focus on today is the storage. So you have the option of being able to turn on Google reCAPTCHA on your forms. This is something I recommend because you want to cut down on spam and bots getting through on your form and filling your inbox full of crap. So you do want to have that turned on. If you are a Termageddon user or if you become a Termageddon user, when you turn on this Google reCAPTCHA, you need to make sure that you have Google reCAPTCHA listed in your services in Termageddon, and also that it is set to essential. I had the reCAPTCHA set up in my services, but I didn't have it listed as an essential. I had it listed as just a functional element. And so when I did that, my forms looked fine right here in the editor and when I was working within Squarespace. But as soon as I went to a live page, they disappeared. They weren't rendering. And I was like, what did I do wrong? Did I not put this in my Termageddon scan? And this applies if you are using their cookie policy and their user consent tool for cookies. So I'm going to pop over to Termageddon here and just show you can fix this in like 2 minutes if you run into this. Or if you're setting up Termageddon for the first time, make sure that you remember this. So I'm going to head over to Termageddon and I'm in my account for my license. And what I want to do is I want to go over to my cookie policy and consent tool and edit policy details. And then I'm just going to navigate to the spot where you do your scans. Okay, so now once I'm in this area, this is where you would set up your services and you would run a scan. You'll notice here I have reCAPTCHA and reCAPTCHA version 3. I didn't have to run a scan necessarily to add those. I can go in and click add a new service and find them and add them. But here's the important thing you want to do. When you have both reCAPTCHAs in here, you want to hit edit. And then it's going to pop up over here. And you want to go to the general section. And you want to make sure the category is set to essential. It will default to functional. You want to make sure it's set to essential. And then all you have to do, you do that on both, and then you hit submit, and you will find that you don't have to change any code. You don't have to update anything. It'll do it automatically. But once you do that, you can toggle back on your reCAPTCHA and your forms will render beautifully. And you'll also be preventing some of that unwanted spam from landing in your inbox. So simple solution to a problem that I probably could have been racking my brains over trying to figure out what was going on. So again, huge shout out to the folks at customer support who helped me resolve this issue within a matter of moments. So whether you're already using Termageddon or if you sign up and you begin to, remember, you want to use reCAPTCHA on your Squarespace forms, and you want to make sure that you make it essential in your cookie consent tool in Termageddon. Links down below to Termageddon if you want to check them out. Like I said, can't recommend them highly enough. They're amazing, and you won't be sorry if you join up with them. So, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again real soon.